Brothers and sisters, welcome. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary. What did I do? I'm going to cover the following 3 days: Saturday, May 4th, Sunday, May 5th, and Monday, May 6th of 2024. Saturday morning, May 4th, got up early, did some initial work at my desk, and then drove to Orlando. I was privileged to be the preacher and prayer at the morning devotional service for the Republican Party of Florida. They have a faith engagement effort that is very strong. They were having a couple of days of meetings in regard, obviously, to preparing for the elections, preparing for the convention in July. And it was just so great to meet so many people, people I already knew, others that I met for the first time, and I gave them a good word of encouragement from the Word of God. When I was done networking with the various people, we also had a little bit of breakfast after the prayer service. I then drove back to my office where I had a lot of work to do at my desk, including things involving the following: instructions for staff for audio editing, approval of appeal letters, approval of renewals of certain web domains and others that we no longer need, travel plans for upcoming invitations and trips, documents to prepare for the 115 Forum, the regular quarterly meeting of pro-life leaders that we organize, and finally, preparation for the upcoming meeting of our pastoral team. I did various hours of work at my office, including tending to some staff matters. People always need guidance, they need nurturing, sometimes they need a little correction, but all good, communicating with staff, with administration, preparing for other final details of planning the rest of the month of May. And then, come late afternoon, I got in my car again and went back to Orlando for another event, a great event, the Florida Family Policy Council, which has now been renamed. And one of the things that took place at this event was the announcement of the new name, Florida Family Voice. It was a gala event. I got there right early, as soon as the first people were arriving, and began networking with friends old and new. Some of the people that were at the morning event were also at the evening event. It was a great gala dinner, reception time, and then a dinner talk by Tucker Carlson. He was the main guest. And a good time, again, to catch up with lots of friends. Was there from about 4 o'clock till about 10 o'clock, at which time I drove back to Titusville, about a 45-minute drive, and concluded the day. Lord's Day, Sunday, May 5th. Obviously, extra time in prayer, in worship. I got a lot of churches to choose from in the area, and so I rotate my visits to the various Catholic churches. But then I had to also attend to the following things at my desk and my emails. Pastoral team schedule, our meeting is coming up, final approvals on certain schedule changes. Communications about the Bishop Strickland show that I do regularly with him, Pro-Life Update. Communication with one of our candidates here for state legislature, as well as one of our national media personalities, working out times for both of them to visit here at our headquarters. Communications about the Ireland March for Life taking place the next day. Communications with the board of National Pro-Life Religious Council, thanking them for the award that they have decided to give to Janet, our executive director. If you follow my social media, you've seen some things about that. What did I do then? At 10 a.m., I was here in the studio for our live scripture broadcast. I always love doing that. As soon as I got done with that broadcast, went back to my desk and got on a Zoom call with the staff member who works off location but coordinates our travels, receives our invitation, helps us assess it, helps us to plan all the details of my trips and those of my team all across the country. It's a pretty big job. And was on for a meeting with him, did some follow-up work for that, more work at my desk, and then went on to one of my favorite nearby restaurants just up the road, right on the river. Had some lunch. While I have that lunch, I listen to a political podcast that comes on. It's the Dick Morris Show every Sunday at noon. Then I came back, did more desk work in the afternoon. The planning doesn't, it's not like, you can choose to just take a break. Not exactly. The time keeps on moving and things demand to be prepared when the week starts off again every Monday. So I had to do some planning for detailed activities in the month of May. Worked for several hours at my desk. Then one of our key website technicians and designers, full-time staff person, Sam Ranelli, flew in from Birmingham, and he and I got together for a working dinner. So I went over to the hotel where he had settled in at about 5:30. And then he and I went to one of our favorite local restaurants, had a good working dinner. He updated me on a lot of things about the advance and the progress of our web technology. After we had dinner, both of us love fireworks and the fact that we can light them off legally here in our parking lot. So we went to the fireworks store, got a new supply of some of these big, we like just the fountains, rather than the ones that go into the sky. We brought them back to the office, and we had a little fireworks display out in the back in the parking lot, just to enjoy that a little bit for the conclusion of the day. And then I brought him back to his hotel. And finally, Monday, the 6th of May. So Sam was here. After I did my morning communications with staff, actually I was up early doing a lot of different writing and work at my desk. I might as well tell you some of the, before we had our meetings, some of the key email and other topics I dealt with at my computers. Communication, heavy communication with state leaders in states where there are these pro-abortion ballot initiatives that we absolutely must stop. Writing of a special letter to our top donors. More communication about the award that Janet has been given, the National Pro-Life Recognition Award. Planning with our priest, Father David Begney, one of our priests on staff, planning for some masses that he's going to say when he's here. He'll be coming soon. Communication with the organizers of Ralph Reed's conference, Faith and Family Coalition, having the conference called Road to Majority next month in Washington. Big event for us. We're organizing a Catholic gathering. Did communications about that. Meetings regarding the management of various staff people who need a little extra help, some of them discerning their work priorities and so forth, and helped out with that. 115 Forum preparation, the meeting of our regular National Pro-Life Leaders strategy session, approval of different emails going out, and communication of the fact that we will not comply with any Biden administration rules on abortion, asking us to accommodate abortion in any way, shape, or form. So we had sent out a press release about that, and I did some follow-up communication. Then staff briefing in the morning, and then a meeting in my office with various staff just to get the day oriented, and Mark from our administrative team, and Sam, who I just told you had come in from Alabama. We had a planning meeting followed by a meeting with one of our technology guys. So several meetings all in a row at 9 o'clock. Did some work at my desk. Then another meeting with our web technician, Sam, at 10:45 about some video footage that we have been helping Shari Richard to disseminate. Shari is the key pro-life pioneer in ultrasound. And so she was here at our office not too long ago, and now we're following up with her on getting her videos out there far and wide. Then I had another meeting with one of our videographer interns, and he's starting up helping us again this week, and met with him and our social media coordinator. That was around 11:15, 11:30. Then I went to the local pizza place, picked up some lunch because I ate lunch in our cafe here at the office with two of our staff people. I rotate having lunch with our staff, two at a time, and we had it right here in our office with our correspondence associate. You've seen her on these programs, Mary, once in a while, and Rosa, one of our receptionists. So we had a very nice lunch and discussion together. They love working here at Priests for Life. We love having them. Lunch was finished, and then I did some more work at my desk, and then at 1:30 had a meeting with our executive director, Janet, and we had to plan out our pastoral team meeting schedule. We had to plan out some things with Sam, our website coordinator, upgrading a website for Shari Bouchard, whom I already mentioned, and did some other scheduling issues. Then at 2:15, after we had had all those meetings, Janet and I came in here in the studio. We taped 2 promotional spots for an event called Night Vision, which we're going to both speak at in the summer out in Colorado. It's a Christian music festival. They always incorporate the pro-life theme. We did that taping, then I did a special taping with another one of our longtime staff members, Chrissy, and you'll see that program on our channel soon. Then right as soon as that was done, I had to go into my office and get on a half-hour conference call with the company that does our prospecting mailing, that is mailings to prospective new donors. And we had a very productive planning call from 3 to 3:30. At 3:30, I had to go back again and meet with our executive director, checked in with her. At 4 o'clock, I led a half-hour call of state leaders in states where there are these pro-abortion ballot initiatives. And we are exchanging ideas, we are coming up with projects, we are rallying the forces to fight back these extreme amendments. A little more desk work when that call was done. Actually went back to see Janet. We had some additional things to wrap up and decide and put in place. And then at 5 o'clock, Sam and I went to dinner, another working dinner at a nearby restaurant, and we caught up on a lot of web technology updates, artificial intelligence, which we use in various ways for the cause of life. That dinner lasted until about 6. I came back and I had to sit at my desk and prepare information and updates for 2 broadcasts that were then taking place that night. So I worked at my desk preparing for these from 6 to 7. And then at 7, I was here in the studio and pre-taped a program of Praying for America for Right Side Broadcasting Network and our own networks. And that would be aired the following night. And then at 8 o'clock, I went live and had our evening Praying for America broadcast live. Usually it's pre-taped, but I did it live. Lots of good comments from people. We had one of our video staff here doing the controls here in the studio, and Sam was also here doing some other work. When we finished the broadcast, we all went outside, and guess what we did? We lit off more of those fireworks that we had purchased the previous night. So that was fun. We had a nice fireworks display, and then I came back in actually and had more work to do at my desk for a little while before going to bed. There it is, May 4th, May 4th, May 5th, May 6th, 2024. I hope your days are going well. Remember, stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize. Let's get the job done. Let's protect the unborn. We will talk to you soon.